Hi, today we're going to teach you how to mass automate travel approval letter generation and email them in PDF file to employee in one click. And we all know that this is part of the typical meaty approval process that changes throughout this MCO period, and is very much part of People Hive Consulting's effort to support our HR folks who have been burdened by this administrative effort throughout this period. So how are we going to do that? We're going to do this in 3 steps. The first one is that we're going to upload a specially prepared template from our site into Power Automate in your computer. By right, you should have Power Automate and OneDrive Business Access in your Microsoft 365 suite. If not, it could be due to some IT restriction in your company. And how do we check for that? We will come to that soon. Yeah. So the second step to this is adding details into those templates and documents that you need to prepare for your employee. And the third one is just as simple as clicking it from the Excel. Yeah. So as simple as 3 steps to come up with employee documents in one click. Is that good? All right. So if it's all good, let's get to it. Yeah. So you would have downloaded 3 files from us. Yeah. At this point of time, all I want you to do is to copy and save them into a specific folder in OneDrive Business. Make sure you remember which folder it is, right? So for my folder, I call it employee email generation. You can name it any name that you wish. Yeah. So keep all those files there. Now I want you to open your browser and type in office.com/apps. Yeah, office.com/apps. Okay, once you type that, you will see a menu with Microsoft apps, and there is these 2 items here, right, that you need to have in this menu. One of it is the OneDrive for Business, right, and the other one is the Power Automate. Yeah, if you have these 2, you're all good to go. If you don't have it, you need to talk to your IT to find out how can you enable this access for yourself. Okay, so for those with Power Automate right now, click onto this icon. Let's move forward together. Okay, so once you click onto that, you'll see this menu here. I want you to go to this part called My Flow, right? Just click onto that, and you'll see this button, import button here, right? Click onto that, and we're going to import the template that we were talking about earlier. Yeah. So here there's this upload button. Just click onto it and search back for the file where you saved earlier. So it's over here for me. You might save it in some other place, right? So let it get uploaded by the system. It will take maybe around 15 to 30 seconds for Microsoft to process this. So once it's done, you'll see this menu here. If it's red color, it means we need to do something about it, right? So for this red color box here, let's do it together. I want you to click onto it and then select create as new, right? You see the save button is in blue, then click onto it. So as you resolve those red color boxes, right, it will become black with an X on it, which means it's good to go. Yeah. So let's go to the next red color box and just click onto this, write your name and your email, press save. Okay, same goes here. Just click onto your email and your name, press save again. You can see, oh, it's just as simple as just clicking that. Yeah, you should be seeing your email here. Yeah, for you to click. Once you click everything is all black, then you can press the import button. So typically this will then take you another 10 to 15 seconds for the template to be uploaded into your Power Automate system. So just to give you a little bit of a context, this template was created and designed by us specifically based on our understanding of the situation during MCO, right, and the need to generate such document. And you can very much see that we have sort of give a bit of an explanation, right, on the intent of this flow, right, and why are we developing this for, right? It's very much for our HR people to create documents in such time. Yeah. So once it's all done, it's all green, it means you're good to go. So then there'll be this flow here saying open flow. Just click onto that. And this is the part where the second step where we need to adjust the specific details in the flow so that it is reading the template that we are talking about and it's taking out those details that we want them to take. Yeah. So let's do this together, right? So you click onto it. you then see all this, right? I want you now to press this folder button because uh, the file folder here is based on my old address. So now we need to update it according to your new address, right? So go to the folder where you have saved the file earlier in OneDrive, right? For my case, I've saved it over here. Yeah, employee email generation. Click onto this. Okay. If you have saved it into OneDrive for business, right, you can just leave these things here. Yeah, because it's already set up for OneDrive for business. Yeah, but if you save it in other OneDrive area, you need to click this down arrow and look for it in this menu. But for this case, I don't touch anything. I'm assuming everybody have saved it in OneDrive for business. Okay, so once you have selected your folder, make sure that you click onto the table one here, just in case, right? And it's all good to go. Okay, now the next one is this. You see that we have already pre-populate most of the item, but again, this folder here that you see, we need to change it again, right? I want you to go back to the same folder where you have saved the files earlier and select that Word document that came attached with it. Yeah, so you notice that the Word document have certain areas where it's filled with open information that will be filled with those information coming from Excel. Yeah, I won't go through into details with this because here we are just teaching you how to use the template very quickly for your own purpose. Okay. So after that, after that, make sure for this part, you create, again, you link it to the right folder. In this case, just make sure that it goes back to the folder that we were talking about earlier, right? Employee email generation, right? So what it's saying is that later when the file is completed, right, it will save the Word document of the generated file into this folder. Yeah. Okay, leave this, and same thing here, right? The folder path, and we are good to go, right? So you notice the things that we change, right, are all the items with the word folder path, because earlier it was mapped to my old computer folder path, but now that it's on your computer, you need to change it to your path. Yeah. So once you're done with that, according to my steps earlier, make sure that you press the save button. Okay, once you press the save button, let me just rename this a bit. Okay, press the save button again. Once you have pressed the save button, you can just press this arrow here, follow my mouse, go back to previous page, and over here click on the word turn on. Yeah, so it means right now your flow is on. Yeah, so what do you do next then? Go to that OneDrive folder where you have kept that file that I have sent, that you have downloaded from us, right? Open that Excel sheet, and under this Excel sheet, right, there will be details, right? You can fill in your details too. In fact, I'll put an imaginary name, right, with imaginary IC and the company, Tom Company, right, with a date, and title, developer, and I'll leave the email part because we do not need to send the email, but the first one will be sent to my email address. That's how we program it, right? So you'll see two files being generated, one for Niam Siwei and one for Rachel. Okay, so later when you have the whole employee list, what you need to do is to make sure that you fill in the details here in these boxes that we have created. Make sure that they are in this blue color box. Yeah, anything outside the blue color box, the system will not read it. So how do you expand the blue color box? You see that there's this button here. Just pull it down and you have more spaces for your people. Okay, all right, so how do we proceed then? The first thing is this, right? We will need to have this flow button here, and most of you will not have this flow button on your computer right now. So how do you get this flow button? I want you to press the insert tab here, and under insert tab you should have this get add-ins. Yeah, get add-ins over here. Click onto it, and it's a Microsoft store, right? So what you need to do is that search for the word flow, and you should see this Microsoft Flow for Excel, right? Once you get that, click onto the add button and click continue, and it will then put the flow button onto your tab. You should be seeing a flow button under your data tab. Okay, so once you've done that, you're actually quite good to go. Yeah, so how do you do this now? Okay, press onto the flow button. All right, you'll come up with the menu. Okay, so right now it's reading the flow, right? So then you notice earlier I've put the word number one, right? So this is the flow that's specifically mapped to this Excel sheet, and if you're seeing it right now, it means that you're almost quite good to go. Yeah, so in order then to generate those documents, you need to select specific names, right? And you need to select one until the specific end of the column, yeah, not more and not less. Okay, and you can put it down as much as you wish based on those names that you want. And once you've selected those names, like for my case, I selected Yam Siwei and Rachel, I will click onto this run button. Okay, then I'll click onto the continue button, and I'll click onto run flow. Right, so you will then see right now it's processing, and in a while's time, because I've set up the document to be saved into my this OneDrive folder earlier, you can automatically see that those documents are instantly generated into this folder. Yeah, and if you have put an email address right into your Excel sheet earlier, the file will be coming into those email address with the attachment that is generated based on the name and the details for those names. Okay, so while we are waiting for the email to come and for me to show you the email, right, let me just give you a very quick tips too, right? You remember that we didn't go through this Word document, so you click this Word document, right, you'll notice that it's pre-written by us. But let's say you want to change certain details in this document, you want to put in your company logo here, and if you want to put in the digital signature of your leaders, you can fill in those details as you wish. Okay, and the only thing constant are the word Syarikat, name, IC, Jawatan, and dates. Yeah, these are the one that we have set up as a preview. You'll notice that there's a preview column here. There you can see that it coming through the email, right? It's automatically sent by myself to myself, right? With the automated document, with the document automatically created, right, with the details filled in the appropriate places, right? People have my name, my fake IC, and my job title, and the dates. Yeah, so with just one click, you can easily send the document with your employee details straight to your employee without needing you to do change, mail merge, PDF, and then sending it by employees, right? It's as simple as just one click if you do these steps right. Okay, so back to this Word document here, just make sure you do not delete these boxes. These are the boxes that I've set as a template so that the information that we inserted into Excel are copied into these boxes. Yeah, so just make sure that if you want to so just make sure you don't delete those boxes, right? That's what I'll say. Yeah, do not delete those boxes. Okay, just keep them there because it can be quite troublesome. Yeah, so if you need anything more, right, just drop us an email and we will try to coach you how to adjust this accordingly. Yeah, so you can see the results now. The document automatically generated and the specific PDF document sent to the required email address. As simple as just with that one click. Okay, so that's all for today for this very quick explanation for you. I hope that this has been helpful for you to help you with your challenges that you are facing. I'm pretty sure if you utilize what we have taught and you follow it step by step, right, you'll find it very easy to ease the burden that you have when it comes to creating employee emails. Yeah, so don't wait until MITI is asking you to come up with new document. Make sure you test this out with your employees first, or a few person, right? So that you're confident that when there's new changes, you're able to prepare for it. Yeah. And before we go, let me just flash out a very quick snapshot on what services that we provide. We provide HR tech services, which is something that I've shown you earlier, and something that we can very much do in terms of automation and hackathon and process improvement and everything. But beyond that, we are very much specialized in customized leadership development program, right? So if you're talking about first-time manager program, right, or acceleration of high potentials, that is very much our expertise too. And in between, we have very much customized consulting based solutions, where if let's say you're talking about culture change, right, that's where we come into. Yeah, and the rest I'll let you have a read through on it. And if let's say you feel that this has been very useful for you, you can subscribe to our blog. We tend to send all the new things that we have first to our subscriber, right, so you will be the first one to receive it. And if you really really want to share this to your people and you feel that this has been really helpful, I appreciate your help in sharing this into your LinkedIn and sharing it to your friends, right, so that they know that there is helpful things out there, and tagging me in, right, because that would make me very happy to know that whatever that we are doing right now is helping you guys out there, right? So I hope that you find this very helpful. If you need any help, my email address is already in the Excel sheet for you. Just feel free to drop me an email, and I will be very very happy to reply to you. Until then, stay safe, right? And hopefully, I hope that you have a little bit more time from now on to spend some productive hours to do productive things. Thank you very much, and I'll see you till the next time. Bye.